Hello and welcome to my Tarot Corner. I appreciate each and every one of my dewdrops that decide to come back. And even if you do not come back, please do not feel the need to apologize for that. Someone did apologize in the comments, and I don't want anyone to feel bad for having a difficult time or having the need to have to clear the head and not to delve into the Sussexes or the royal family for a while. So please just come back whenever you feel ready, whenever you want to. It's okay by me. Anyway, I want to thank everyone who decided to donate to my tarot fund through the Buy Me a Coffee button. As someone said, I am the Imelda Marcus of the tarot decks, which is true. And I really like finding all sorts of gems, especially on eBay. This deck is one of those. It is the Tarot of Sevenfold Mystery. It's really rare and very expensive usually when you look for it on eBay. But sometimes someone gets a deck and really wants to get rid of that and doesn't know its real value and just puts it on to sale on eBay and doesn't realize how much it's worth. And then if I am lucky enough, I get it in a very reasonable price, which what happened in this instance. And this is actually a deck with an illustrated peeps, but it's very beautiful and most of the illustrations are coming from the Greek mythology. So this is about the deck, and I was really glad to hear today that Prince Andrew decided to sue Virginia Giuffre for more than 18 million pounds for defamation, which is the right way, I think, for him to tackle this, because reopening the case that was already closed was something that was really hopeless. I mean, after he already signed an agreement, that was something that he couldn't do. But coming out and coming out with a new lawsuit and suing her for defamation, this is something new that he can do. And if you remember in my reading about it, the surprise card was the King of Swords, and the King of Swords has this part of him that talks about going out for war. And this is what I talked about when I talked about what Andrew might have up in his sleeve. And I think that this is what he was talking about. This is what he was so happy about. This is what he was thinking about his intention to go out for this war and to sue Virginia Giuffre. And pay attention that he doesn't care that his brother has his coronation in a few weeks. Okay, so, but this reading is about Archewell. So Archewell, I don't know how you say that. Sue me says that you actually say that Archewell. But whatever the way that you do pronounce this, this company is not getting anywhere. And apparently Omid Scobie put out a tweet that he listed all of the things that they have done, and he mistakenly put what they had done in millions of dollars, which was a mistake because what they listed was the number of things that they had done, which was one playground, 10 I don't remember, but that was like number of things that they had done, which okay, that's not that is something that is worth mentioning, but still, Omid Scobie had to overinflate the importance of what they had done, which is not exactly right. And if you don't understand exactly what I'm talking about, please go to the Duchess of Sussex community page, because she put that everything there very clearly, so it's very easy to understand from her. Anyway, we do know that two people from Archewell decided to leave, and that Harry and Meghan are not rehiring those positions. And this makes us wonder once again what is happening with Archewell and why people that were hired by Harry and Meghan keep on leaving them. And it sums up to 16 people, I think, altogether, since they started working together, or since they got together, that people that left them, since they got married, or even since beforehand, people that worked for them when they were royal, and later on that decided to leave. And only in the past year, I think it was 6 people that left their service. And I think that none of those people were their positions were rehired. And one of them, the one that was responsible for the production of the podcasts, came out and just said in so many words that she was responsible for most of the work on the podcast, that she did most of the work, that she did most of the interviews, and she didn't say that Meghan didn't do anything, but it was implied out of that. So what is going on in Archewell? Is it falling apart? Is it going to to collapse completely? Is it going to end? Is it all because of the way that Harry and Meghan are treating their employees? Is it because they cannot afford to pay for their employees, for their salary? So what is behind people that are leaving Archewell? So before I start, please take a few moments to read my full disclaimer in the description box. This is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourselves. Okay, so let's finish this and clear the deck. Okay, so Archewell Company, what is going on there? Why are people leaving Archewell? Is it because they are bullied by Harry and Meghan? Is it because Harry and Meghan cannot pay their salary? What is going on in Archewell? Is this company about to collapse and close? What is going on in Archewell? What is behind people that are leaving Archewell? Why are they leaving? Is it connected to bullying? Is it connected to lack of money? What is going on in Archewell, and is it about to collapse? Okay, so the first card is a card that describes the situation. So it gives us a broader picture of the question or the situation as it is in Archewell. The card that I'm getting is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles speaks about getting your needs in the material world. So this is when we're talking about a card that comes to explain a situation. There is a money situation here. This is about being able to get your needs realized in the material world. So it doesn't tell us if this is a good if it's in a good place or if it's in a bad place. But what it does tell us is that there is something that is connected with money and with the ability to realize the needs of the people. So it's mainly about money. So it's mainly about getting those needs realized. But because it's the Ace of Pentacles, it shows that the money is not a problem here, because this is not about money problems. This is not because they lack money. This is because if it was money problems, we would have 5 of Pentacles or 4 of Pentacles, but this is an ace. An ace is a positive card. So it shows us that there are money talks here, and it is about whether or not Archewell is giving enough money to a charity, whether or not Archewell is contributing enough money as it should be, whether or not the balance of Archewell is correct, but it doesn't show a problem with the paying of salaries. So people are not leaving Archewell because they don't get paid. So that is not the problem. Okay. So how do Harry and Meghan feel about people that are leaving Archewell? And what I'm getting here is the 8 of Wands. So they want people to work hard. They are expecting people to work very hard, and they are expecting them to work hard without getting paid a lot. This is the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is a card that says getting paid little when you work hard. This is the card of the apprentice. This is the card of someone who is not expecting to get paid a lot because he is not a specialist. So they expect people not to ask for a lot of money as salaries. They expect to pay people as if they are apprentices. This is how they feel. So it is about money. So there is a money question here. And it's not like Archewell cannot pay the salaries. It's more that Harry and Meghan do not want to pay the salaries. They don't want to pay high salaries. They want to pay those people as if they are apprentices, as if they are low-grade salaries and low-grade well, paying people that they, as if they are not specializing in what they do. And these are people that are specialized in what they do. They are people that have a lot of credentials. They deserve to get paid. They deserve the 9 of Pentacles. They deserve the 10 of Pentacles. They do not deserve the 8 of Pentacles. And this is what Harry and Meghan want. They want to get to pay little. So this is mainly why people are leaving, because Harry and Meghan do not want to pay the salaries that people are demanding. So this is how they feel about people leaving. They are saying to themselves, okay, this is something that, okay, we don't want to pay that so much money for that person. They don't want to work for us for the money that we are prepared to pay. Let them go. Okay, so that is how they feel. The next card is how are they reacting, or how are they expressing their feelings. And what I'm getting here is the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is a card of being at the beginning of a road. So they feel like they are being thrown back to square one. The 2 of Wands is a card, as you can see here, it's like a merge of the male and the female. And this is like the 2 of them are feeling that as if they feel like they are both of them together, as if they are both of them thrown in the same boat, and they are now having to deal with the problems together, and they are thrown to the first they are thrown to the to square one, to the beginning of the road of realizing their potential. So this is like they need to start over. This is how they feel. They are, and this is causing them a lot of ego problems. This is causing a lot of fire, so a lot of anger here. There is a lot, the fire is very, very hot, let's say it that way. And this is a different 2 of Wands, okay? There is a lot of fire here. So this is an angry 2 of Wands. This is a very difficult 2 of Wands. So this is a card of someone who feels that he's needs to start over. They feel like everything that they have built has been crumbled, and they need to start over. They need to start from fresh. They need to rebuild Archewell, because right now most of the people that they hired are not working there anymore, and they feel very much like they are, both of them, 2 of them against the world, and they need to light those torches and start walking in the path of realizing their potential, both of them against the world, because this is how this is where they were thrown back to. So this is a card that shows a lot of anger, a lot of ego problems. This is a card that shows a lot of impatience. People that want to run forward, but they can't. They can't because they don't have the ability to run forward. They want to run forward, but they are still stuck at the beginning of that road. So this is how they feel. This is how they react to the fact that people are leaving because they don't pay them enough money. Okay, so these are the first 3 cards. The 4th card is who can help them, or where can they get some help? And the card that I'm getting here is the High Priestess, which is Sibyl. And the High Priestess is the card of secrets. This is the card of mysteries. And we get this card quite a lot with Harry and Meghan. And this is probably about their own secrets, their own mysteries, the things that they are keeping. And we do know that they have a lot of secrets that they are keeping, things that people don't know about them. But this is mostly about the secrets that they are keeping about other people. And they can, let's say, use these secrets in order to blackmail other people. And this can help them rebuild Archewell. They can extort money from other people to blackmail them and in order to secure those secrets. So I suppose that they collected quite a lot of intimate secrets about people, and they have quite a lot of intimate information that they have in store that they can use against wealthy people, that they can extort, and that they can blackmail and get them to pay them in order to get more money to restart Archewell, because right now they are in this place. They need to restart Archewell. Most of the people that worked with them left. They don't want to pay high priced salaries. It is mainly about money. So it is mostly about money here. Most of the problems here are regarding money, and here we get that the help that they can get is with secrets that they keep. So this is not about their own secrets. This is about other people's secrets, because this is the only way that I can think about how they can use secrets to help themselves. Okay. So what do they need to let go of? What do they need to stop doing? And what I'm getting here is, just one moment, I think this is the Page of Wands, but just one moment. It's interesting because this card is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands in this deck is Venus. And this is something that they need to let go of. And just pay attention that how much fire and pentacles. We have wands and pentacles here. And that means this is the energy of realizing their wishes. And this is something that they need to let go of if they want to succeed. Which means that they are impatient, they are impulsive, they are losing interest very easily, they are egotistical, they are arrogant. All of these things are not serving them. All of these things are things that are causing people to leave them. Because they lose interest so easily, they are starting projects and leaving those projects very quickly. Because they are arrogant and egotistical, they are bullying their staff. They are not prepared to pay their staff as much as they deserve. Because they are impulsive, because they are impatient, they expect their staff to give them to bring results, even if they in time in very quickly, even if they cannot do that. So all of these things are part of the reason why Archewell is not succeeding. This is part of the reason why people are not don't want to keep on working with them. So these are the things that they need to leave behind. And this is interesting because here we have the Two of Wands, which is the card that comes right after the Ace of Wands. And this is the energy that they need to leave behind. And this is something that this is about leaving behind their wishes. This is about understanding that they cannot get what they want all the time. And part of this is realizing that they cannot use force, they cannot use blackmail and use secrets that they collected on other people to get what they want. This thing will come to haunt them, and this is why this card came up here. This is why they got this card. This card here is a warning card. This card is here to tell them your arrogance, your impulsiveness, these things will come back. They will come back to haunt you. Okay. Next card is what to do. What do they need to do about this issue? What positive thing do they need to do about this issue? And the card that I'm getting here is the King of Wands. So another king and another one card. And this is the King of Wands, not the Queen of Wands, which is Meghan, but the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is the initiator. This is someone who knows how to start things. But this is about new beginnings. And this card is, and if you remember yesterday, I got this card for King Charles when I asked whether or not King Charles should try and should talk about Harry in an interview to the BBC. And this card is about new beginnings. So they need to start something fresh. They need to try and find a way to start something new. This is what they need to try and find a way to do. This is what might help them, but this is what could help them. But they need to be very, very careful not to fall in the pitfalls that the King of Wands had, which is the arrogance, which is the impulsiveness, which is the irritations, all of this, which is the anger, which is the being the bully. The King of Wands is the bully, like the Queen of Wands. Both of them are getting angry very easily. These are the pitfalls that they need to be very careful from. But if they don't do that, then they might end up at the same place that they are today. So they need to start something new, but they need to they need to look at the mirror and start something new with themselves. They need to learn how to be something different. So they need to learn from the King of Swords, which is the opposite of the King of Wands. The King of Swords is the pacifier. He is the one who wants to appease everyone. He's the one who is logical, who's the one who has this ability to think before he talks. He's not the angry one. He's not going out for war so easily. When he goes out to war, then it's when he's very, very irritated. But he's not someone who goes out to war so easily. So they need to, whenever a king comes along, we need to see both kings, the King of Wands and the King of Swords. So they need to start to take the good things from the King of Wands, but to understand that there are bad things here that they need to be very careful from if they want to succeed. And if they want to succeed, they need to look at the good things that the other king has, which is the King of Swords, and to utilize the King of Swords' good attributes. So this is complicated, but this is something that they should learn how to do. And because they are impulsive, because they are egotistical, I don't think that they could do that. So even if they do start something new, they will very, very quickly end up in the same place, because what happens with the King of Wands is that he's starting something new, but very quickly he forgets about it because he's getting angry, because he's getting irritated. He's very good in starting new things, but he's not very good in taking them all the way through. So if they want to be able to take their company or whatever initiative that they start, to take it all the way through, they need to start thinking logically and not only from their wishes and from their ego. Okay, so what will be the outcome if they what is the outcome if they are dealing with these problems? And the outcome, if they are dealing with this problem, is the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so that's interesting. So even if they are dealing with those problems, they will end up in the Five of Pentacles, which is a card of destruction and failure. So it seems like Archewell cannot be saved. So even if they are dealing with the problems, even if they are trying to, if they will be blackmailing people for money, they will end up in this destruction and failure because they will not be able to stop acting as if they are threatened. The Five of Pentacles is a card that comes after the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a person that acts as if he is threatened, and because of that he is adhering to what he knows. But usually it is not a real threat. It is someone who thinks that he is threatened, but is actually, he has a very solid basis. Now, because he's acting threatened, he is and adhering to what he has, he ends up in this Five of Pentacles energy that is destruction and failure, that is known in advance. This is a place of real loss, a very difficult place. And this is how it will end up. And once again, because they are egotistical, because they get angry very easily, because they are unable to learn how to take the good things from the King of Wands and to see how to look to put aside all of the bad attributes and to try and look at the good things of the opposite king. So that's the results if they do start something new. What happens if they don't start something new? And we get the World card. No, sorry, not the World card. This is the Judgment card. And this is Angel Gabriel, which is the angel of judgment. Now, Judgment card is the card of change. That means that if they don't start something new, then something very fundamental will change here. And this is a very long process. This is a very painful process, but this process will happen. And we will see a very, very fundamental change that will happen. So if they decide to start something, a new initiative, we will see them fail very quickly. If they will decide to keep on going with Archewell as it is right now, we will see it take time. But at the end, it will end up in a very different place. And this place will be completely different from the way it is today. Now, whether it is going to be a good change or a bad change, I cannot say. Because the Judgment card is about change. It doesn't tell us if it's a good change or a bad change. This could, but because it comes right after the Five of Pentacles, it is badly aspected. And because it is badly aspected, it most probably will be a bad change. It will be a change for the bads, it will be a difficult place. It won't be a good place. It will be a place of feeling empty, unsatisfied, impatient, and passive, and someone who is expecting things to happen by themselves and not willing to change things. But they will have to change things. Things will have to change, and this change is inevitable. So whatever they do, this change is inevitable. Something will have to change. So we see that it doesn't matter it doesn't matter why, but people are leaving Archewell, first of all, because they are not getting paid. Secondly, because Harry and Meghan are very impulsive, getting angry very easily, and are acting as if they want everything to happen the way that they want things. They want their wishes to be realized in the material world. They're acting very arrogant, very angry, very impulsive, and this is not helping them. And this card, I think, is the most important card of all of this reading, because this shows that it's not only the people of Archewell that are being influenced here. This could be many people. I don't know who, because just think of all the people that Harry and Meghan were in contact ever since they got together. That could be the people that were with Meghan in her baby shower. That could be the Clooneys when they went to their villa in Italy. That could be Ellen DeGeneres. That could be Oprah. That could be Gayle King. That could be Gloria Steinem. That could be, just think about each and every, Elton John, every person that was in contact with Harry and Meghan could have been in jeopardy to reveal some kind of secrets that Harry and Meghan could have logged somewhere, and they can very much be using it against them, extorting them or blackmailing them in order to get paid or get money or get any kind of other things that could help them. But it will not help them in the long run. In the long run, they will end up in destruction and failure. And things will change. They will change, and probably not for the better. Okay, so that's the tarot. The oracle deck is the Power Animal Oracle deck, and the advice is for the people that work in Archewell, the ones who still work there, the one who left. So let's see, what does the oracle say? So I'm clearing the deck. Advice for Archewell employees. Advice for Archewell employees. Horse, which means freedom. And it says you always have a choice. I think that I don't even need to read what the book says about that, because it's so clear that those people need to learn to know that they always have a choice. They don't have to work there, and they can always leave. They always have a choice. This is so clear. But let's see, what does the book have to say about this message? So here goes. Let go of the illusion that you're somehow a victim. Know that you always have a choice in any and every situation. Take responsibility for the consequences of that choice and stop holding on to any beliefs that you have to somehow suffer through or endure the circumstances of that choice. Once you fully allow this reality, you will automatically shift into experiencing greater control over your life. You can choose to do whatever you want, to wander about or stay in the same place, to go forward, backwards, or even sideways, to be dependent or autonomous, to continue doing what you're presently doing or to alter your course, perhaps to pursue Spirit's calling. Your soul has made a choice to incarnate into the body and being of the one you are. Once you surrender to that fact, it becomes even more difficult to play the victim, and your ultimate trust in life becomes magnified. Okay, so this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, share my videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.